These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting self in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patents and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp block the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie with side.
Well, your homie right on you know from the fire. Going up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, oh happy, get this bit crazy. The ranger with it, this shit buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline. I feel a bitch, side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
What up, Taco Co? Woo-hoo! It's Tuesday, but let's pretend it's Monday. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's go!
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pails of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chitown Smark. How does everyone feel on this fantastic Tuesday evening? I feel good, bruh. I feel good. And you know what? Just got done making tacos. True story. True story. Made tacos for the family, man. Came in here to talk to you guys, so my evening is going fantastic, bro. Thank you guys for all being here, man. How was everyone's week? Mine was good. Sort of. Kind of. My house is torn up. Out on the outside. Torn up. Had the roof redone from the storms. Let's see. My wife has COVID. There's that. So I've been doing everything around this house for a little while now, and your boy is feeling it, man. Feeling it, bruh. Wouldn't be so bad without fucking kids, man. Oh, my God. Don't have kids, brother. Don't have kids. If you want kids, take mine first. Look, I digress. I welcome you all here. I thank you all for being here. Who is here? Let's move you guys front and center, man. Let's do that. There you guys are. Oh, man, no, you guys are way too high up there. I be breaking my damn neck trying to see what's what. There we go. There we go, man. Much, much, much better. Damn lights make my office cook. So we will turn that bad boy on, man. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Not a bad show, man. Raw has been I don't want to say cooking or on a streak, but it's been decent. It's been par for the course, and nowadays that's good. Nowadays I'll take par for the course in my wrestling shows because we all know, my God, they could get so much worse. They could be so much worse. So we're going to get into it. If you're new here, then what we're going to do is we're going to blast through Raw. Raw was a 3-hour show minus commercials. We're going to blast through it. We're going to get through it and get out of here by 7:30 Central, 8:30 your Eastern time, and get you guys on to watch TNT on the other guy's channel. All right, I'll be there too. So, I mean, what are you going to do, man? Let's pull you guys up. You guys are right there. Let's get into it. Raw starts off this week with Rhea Bloody Ripley. Rhea's still pissed off, apparently. I don't know what her problem is, you know. You know how women get sometimes when they get all bent out of shape about the smallest things, right? Apparently, Rhea took issue with Dom leaving her for her arch nemesis. I mean, it's any little thing, they get all angry. Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? Yeah, all right, no, you get it. Rhea Ripley makes her way down to the ring. Huge pop because Rhea is the shit. She says she's had a lot of time to think about exactly what happened at SummerSlam. You know, she's been contemplating them shits. You know? Reliving it in her head, thinking every last thing you can feel about it. Embarrassment, you know, heartbreak. But right now she's feeling pissed off, she said. Rhea said, I'm pissed off. Pissed the fuck off, man. Why are you pissed off, Rhea? She says Dominic stabbed her in the back, but he didn't go deep enough, and it's probably not the first time he's heard that. So, oh man. Oh, we cutting deep. We cutting deep. Just like a chick now. What she want to do? She want to start talking about the guy's manhood. Said, you stabbed me in the back, but you know how this sounds. You've heard it before. It wasn't deep enough. You have a small dick. Okay, all right. That's what she had to say, bruh. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, that's what she said, man. That's what she said. She said, you probably heard this before. It just wasn't deep enough. Hey, that's not me, bro. That's the show. That is the show. I'm repeating what she said. Don't get mad at me. My show is still PG so far. Probably won't last that long. Liv. She ran away with her championship, but she can't run forever, says Rhea. She's Rhea Bloody Ripley, and it's time that she reminded them of exactly who she is. All right? Then you start hearing Liv's voice over the PA, but nobody's at the ramp. Nobody's coming to the ring. That's because her and Dom Dom are in the stands up there in the cheap seats. She says she thinks Dom Dom has some things that she wants to say. He has some things he wants to get off his chest. All right. Of course, the crowd does the obligatory boos. All right. He complains she tried to change him, Rhea did, instead of just letting him be him. All right. And how embarrassing it was to have to call her mommy. Let me tell you something, Dom Dom. You had millions of dudes around the world begging to be able to call her mommy. So I'm not sure what that complaint was about. But now he has a girl that calls him daddy. Hey, to each his own, brother. All right. She gives him tendies whenever he wants. Lets him play video games whenever he wants. He's a real man now. He's a real. I'm a little confused. He's complaining that Rhea didn't treat him like a real man, basically. And now he's happier because he's got a girl that gives him tendies and lets him play video games. You do you, brother. You do you. All right. And she did something Rhea could never do. Finally helped him beat his deadbeat dad. Rhea tells him she's proud of him, actually. And watching him grow into the man he is today is one of her greatest accomplishments. He finally did something for himself and won gold. But when it came to his dad, she wanted him to beat him on his own so that there wouldn't be any excuses. And since he's making his own decisions like a man, now she should be proud of that too. But the problem is, it's the last decision he's going to ever make. All right? Liv started in taunting her, but then the crowd started chanting. And again, this will not affect me or this show because I am just reading what they did on TV. The crowd started chanting sloppy seconds. This immature, fucking impolite heel crowd started chanting sloppy seconds. Liv said she would happily take Dom's sloppy seconds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. And now she's taken everything from Rhea. Rhea says she's taken a lot of weak links from her, but she left her standing, and she's going to have to kill her to stop her from taking her down. Damian Priest arrives, not at the rampway, not in the ring, in the cheap seats, right behind Dom Dom and Liv. Literally, it's a meme at this point. It's a new meme. He's standing right there behind him. All right. He proceeds to beat the crap out of poor Dom Dom, taking him out into the concourse. Liv jumps on his back, but nothing can dissuade Damian from beating the crap out of poor Dom Dom. Back through the crowd and going into the ring. Carlito cuts Priest off, but Damian Priest sends him packing. And Mommy made her way from the ring up to the concourse in lightning speed to beat the crap out of Liv Morgan. you can see on social media from the people who are in the concourse area recording on their phones, Rhea chasing Liv in like warp speed. I mean, they are full speed sprinting, bro. It was none of that like scary movie, white girl in the scary movie jogging and falling. Oh my God, and getting up and don't know what to do. No, man. Liv was fucking gone. Trucking it. And Ripley was right on that ass, bruh. Right on that ass. Still a PG show. I like this transition. I like the segment. All right, I like the segment. The segment was pretty damn cool. The story the story still got some legs to it. No pun intended. The story still got legs to it. I mean, not a whole lot. Clearly they're transitioning into the mixed tag match. Personally, this might seem controversial. I know there's some old heads out there and some sticklers who just don't believe in this. But personally, I would like to see them somehow carry this out and get us to WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind seeing Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I'm just saying. Think about it, man. Book it. Book it. Rhea Ripley is no fucking chump, man. She is no chump. I mean, if I'm going to pick someone of the female variety to get with me and help me out in the fight, bruh, give me Rhea Ripley. I'm not complaining at all. But I like this transition because Carlito came out to help, and Damian Priest and Carlito already had a match scheduled. So they transition and they go right into said match. Carlito versus Damian Priest. I think this match went into a commercial break. It did. Yeah, it did. So to me, it went longer than it should have. But nonetheless, Damian Priest pretty much beat the crap out of poor Carlito, as it should be. Post-match, JD McDonough attacks from behind and gets sent packing with a right hand. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio joins in. And then Rhea Ripley's music hits. And then they all run away. Two things I didn't understand right here. One, why did they have to stop and cue Rhea Ripley's music before she came out when she was just chasing? Remember, she was just chasing Liv Morgan all the way through the back. Did she lose her? Did she get lost? And did she stop in Gorilla and just start looking around and, oh, they're in the ring. Okay, hit my music. We've already seen Rhea, and not only did we already see Rhea, we just saw her a few minutes ago. So now they stopped to hit her music. That part I didn't get. Second of all, why did the Judgment Day flee because Rhea Ripley's coming down? It's just, I don't know. That part I just didn't get. So they all took off. Priest and Ripley embrace. Mysterio comes off the top. Damian Priest grabbed him in a chokeslam position while hugging Rhea Ripley. But then Liv Morgan came out for the save. The save her poor little dom-dom. And that segment ends. Again, not bad, man. Not a bad way to open the show. Alpha Academy. They're hanging out when Ivy Nile rolls up to chat with Maxine Dupree. Everybody be nice. Everybody be nice to Maxine Dupree. All right? We don't want to hurt her feelings. Don't want to hurt her feelings. Ivy Nile, she says Dupree is Ivy Nile says she says to Maxine Dupree about defecting and coming over and joining her and Chad Gable. Apparently, they're recruiting Alpha Academy. And the Alpha Academy knows talent, bro. They knows talent. And when they see talent, they go after it. So immediately, they went after Maxine Dupree. I swear to God this happened. I swear to God this happened. Let's see. We get a recap of what Odyssey Jones did last week. Backstage, we get Odyssey's hanging out with the New Day. And Kofi Kingston tells Xavier Woods, who is still baffled by the pure existence of Odyssey Jones. Xavier is basically walking around with this baffled look and this fake shit-eating grin, wearing a t-shirt that says, "I'm going to turn heel next week." Shirt didn't say that, but it might as well. It might as well have said that. So Xavier Woods says they're going to return the favor for, what he did and everything else. So they're going to come on out. All right, cool. So the New Day is going to come out and support Odyssey Jones as Odyssey Jones is facing Vincent Winey. Odyssey Jones versus Vincent Winey. Odyssey Jones needs the New Day in his corner to face. Okay, you get it. Odyssey Jones wins before the match even starts. But after the match, Final Testament comes to the stage and Karrion Kross grabs a mic. This should be good. This should be good. He accuses Kofi of using Odyssey to replace Big E. Here we go. Here we go. I said that as well. Rage, what's up? What's going on, girl? We knew this was coming. And it had the look of it, from the very get-go. But right away, they're using it. So let's see. Xavier Woods tells him it's not going to work and wants to fast forward to the point where where they make a match. Kingston does him one better by insisting on a trios match. All right. Final Testament versus New Day and Odyssey Jones. Karrion Kross accepts, saying the devil's work is never done. Adam Pearce is having a positive conversation with somebody. When Drew McIntyre rose up, Pearce says CM Punk is having travel issues and he doesn't know how he can help him. But, bruh, Punk ain't here. He can't be here. That's what he told me. Punk told me he couldn't be here tonight. So tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Drew promises to be on his best behavior. Scout's honor. Alpha Academy makes their ring entrance. All right. Going to commercial break. Come back because we have Alpha Academy, Akira Tozawa and Otis versus American Made, Brutus and Julius Creed in a tornado tag match. I feel like Brutus and Julius Creed are somehow losing momentum. Is that just me? Is that just a me thing? They won this match. They won this match by pinfall, but Ivy Nile came out and chokes out Maxine Dupree and threw her on the announce table, beat the crap out of her, turned, all that good stuff. American Made wins, but it just feels like American Made is just not getting over like the Alpha Academy did. It's just not working just yet. Maybe it's still in its infant stages. Let's see where it goes. Pete Dunne is interviewed. Pete Dunne cut an interview basically saying that while he was on the Sheamus, he said he basically said it's Sheamus's fault that he had renamed the Butch. He said, I couldn't stand them shits. He He said, do not ever mention that name in front of me again. It sounded like some real hate coming from his mouth when he heard the word Butch, man. I don't think Pete Dunne ever liked that damn name. But, hey, Vince McMahon. Vince wanted him to be Butch. You act like a Butch. Just weird, man. Just weird. All right, so we get a high package for Bronson Reed, because Bronson Reed is amazing. Reed is meeting with Adam Pearce over his attack on Seth Rollins last week. Bronson demands an opponent for tonight before he goes and finds his next victim. All right. He said, you don't find me my opponent, mofo. I'll find my own. Damage Control cut a promo backstage about how they changed the business and they control the future, even cut in half. You know what else they changed? They changed from heel the babyface with no explanation. That's what else they changed. Zero explanation. No Bailey, no Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is out with another knee injury. But now all of a sudden, Io and Kyrie are babyface, and it just happened out of nowhere. Just happened out of nowhere. So, oh crap! Why am I in? Oops. Let me see. Why am I in? I'll be back. I gotta leave for a second. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm back at home. There we go. You guys saw nothing. I was here the whole time. That's my fucking story. I'm sticking to it. You don't like it? Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. So Damage Control is heel. Then they turn babyface. Why? Yeah. Well, why not? Why not? Sonya Deville and her crew comes out. They cut a promo about how Damage Control is done, and they're going to keep picking the women's division apart one by one. Unholy Union make their entrance as we go into the break. They show a promo package for Kevin Sullivan. Rest in peace, Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan, by the way, passed away this past week. So we get a match, Damage Control versus the team of Shayna Baszler, Zoey Stark, and Sonya Deville. I mean, she's in the same team, but the name of this team is Pure Fusion Collective. It sounds like, literally, not even exaggerating, it sounds like they had a dartboard with just a bunch of different names, and they threw 3 darts at the board. And whatever words that the dart hit, that's going to be the name of this faction. First dart, Pure. Second dart, Fusion. Third dart, Collective. Done. New stable. Done. Easy. Unholy Union is at ringside, firing Dawn. Watching everything. Damage Control wins by DQ because the Unholy Union get pissed off because they got bumped into at ringside, so they jumped in to interfere. You guys know the drill. You guys know where this is headed. A little bit predictive and, to be honest, a little uninteresting. All right. Backstage, The Miz is down and out, and R-Truth comes to cheer him up. Oh, this is going to go well. tells him he got him an Intercontinental Championship match against Braun. Like, Braun? Miz said, Braun fucking has a match tonight. The fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? And then turns out it was Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed. Miz has a match with Bronson Reed tonight, thanks to R-Truth. Awesome. Randy Orton rolls up and lists Miz accolades. Says, Miz, bro, you got this. You're a former WWE champion. You're a this, you're a that. You're a Money in the you got this. Miz walked off all fired up, like, yeah. Truth said, you really think you got a chance of winning this? Randy said, the fuck out of here. Hell no. So, Randy Orton comes on out to the ring. Big pop, man. Randy Orton is just over AF, man. He says 20 years ago this month, he won the world title for the very first time and became the youngest world champion in history. And in a few short weeks at Bash in Berlin, history will repeat itself and he'll become a 15-time world heavyweight champion. Gunther comes out in this epic visual of Orton standing in the ring, glancing over at the Titantron and watching Gunther's entrance music play. Fantastic stuff, man. Fantastic stuff. Orton tells us to remember this atmosphere because in a few short weeks, he's going to beat this guy. And then this Friday, on Friday nights, he won't be free anymore because Monday Night Raw will be his new home. The Ring General agrees that the moment should be memorialized. He says, talking about Orton's potential, wasted potential, he says, this is the era, the Ring General, and in this era, there is no room for wasted potential, says Gunther. Oh. And Randy Orton will have no further role to play. Orton reintroduces himself as the most unpredictable, violent, and successful superstar in the history of the game. You know, that's kind of true. You never know what Randy Orton's going to do. Is he going to hit you with the RKO? Is he going to hit you with the RKO out of nowhere? Is he going to threaten you with the RKO? Is he going to fake the RKO and then say, oh, this close, this close? You never know. You just never know. Gunther disagrees in that he's actually very predictable, and he predicts a few things. One, he's going to give him the beating of a lifetime in Berlin. Two, because of that, Randy will never be champion again. And he says it comes naturally to Randy because his grandfather and father were both screw-ups. And Orton is going to be no different, the biggest screw-up of them all. Orton did not like that shit. Orton dropped his mic. Orton got up in his face. Gunther didn't give a shit like, oh, fuck, I don't run. Oh, fuck, I'm right here. For some odd reason, Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew McIntyre's music hits. So Gunther turns around to see what Drew wants. And what do you guys think that Randy Orton did to Drew McIntyre to Gunther once Gunther turned around to look at Drew McIntyre? You guessed it. The predictable RKO out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And while that was happening, CM Punk showed up, popped up out of the crowd to attack Drew McIntyre. Tell me when he's telling lies. They take off the belt and start spanking each other with a belt. I'm not sure what the fuck happened at that point. Got kind of weird. Sheamus is interviewed backstage and says he doesn't understand why Pete Dunne has so much beef with him and blames him for falling off the radar so hard. He said, why you got beef with me? Why you mad at me because you fell off and you ain't shit no more? Gee, I don't know, Sheamus. I mean, maybe the way that you talk about him, like right now, I don't know. But the ironic thing is, now he's making himself relevant again off of his name. Ludwig Kaiser rolls up to chat, and soon enough, Pete Dunne came, wham, with that shillelagh, beating the holy shillelagh out of Sheamus. Beats him down. Ludwig is like, hey, do your thing, bruh. I'm out. He smashed his hand, all that shit, beat the crap out of Sheamus. We go to commercial, we come back. CM Punk is walking backstage until he runs into an interview. He cops a little white lie about being delayed in travel because he wants to get his hands on Drew McIntyre. Tell me when he's telling lies. Right now. Right now. He's telling lies. Right now. It's a white lie, so it's okay. He can keep the bracelet, but he needs to keep his wife and dog's name out of his mouth, says Punk. He's glad he came to Austin, Texas tonight, and it's not going to stop until he gets his hands on him. All right. He waves a belt around and says he thinks he's found a way to make everybody happy. Okay. Mark Henry is there with his son. Son looks just like fucking Mark Henry. There will be no paternity test right there. Jacob, Mark Henry's son, is in the NIL program. I'm hearing good things so far. Hopefully that all works out. We get big Bronson Reed versus The Miz. If you don't put big in front of Bronson Reed's name, do people know he's big? That sounds like one of those if a tree falls in a forest haikus. You know what I mean? I don't know. Big Bronson Reed versus The Miz. This was as advertised, okay? Bronson Reed wins with the tsunami splash. Post-match, Reed lays Truth out with a crossbody before going up for another splash. And then the agents come out to try to stop him. Reed hits him with another splash. You guys get it. He spammed his special. Somehow Reed kept getting more special. So I don't know if he put a code in or something or what. But he murdered Pierce. He murdered Truth the same way he murdered Seth last week. We get Sami Zayn warming up backstage with Jey Uso, giving him the Jey Uso pep talk, all that stuff. Go to commercial break. Let's see. All new, all different Judgment Day. Cut a promo how they have no leaders and they're better off without Rhea Ripley or Damian Priest. Don't know about that one. They say they have no leaders, but if you ask me, if you look at it, clearly Finn Balor is the new leader. But what do I know? Bron Breakker cuts a promo while he's walking backstage and says he's going to do things that the old-fashioned way, and actions speak louder than words. Oh. So we got Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Interesting stuff. Let's go over this one. This was a damn good match. Moonsault off the barricade from Braun. Braun catches him, and he took Sami and let's just lawn darted him over the barricade into the timekeeper's chair. And then they go to commercial break. And we're like, what the... Bro, where did Sami Zayn go? Can we discuss that before we go to commercial break? Well, what the hell just happened? Just threw him Straight over it, bro. That was amazing. Back from commercial, they're jockeying for positions in the turnbuckles. Avalanche Frankensteiner isn't enough to score a Braun fall. Military press power slam, no cover. Bron Breakker breaks into he backs into the corner to wait, hits a spear, but still doesn't go for the cover. The straps come down, off come the ropes. Oh, wait, no, I forgot about the other one. Now, Sami Zayn won the first pinfall, by the way. I skipped over that one altogether. Sami Zayn won the first pinfall, just a haluva kick out of nowhere. Kind of surprised him, went up 1-0. And then that's when he long darted him over the barricade, all that stuff. But Bron Breakker hit, he wins the second pinfall, hit him with the spear. Got all tied up 1-1. This is a pretty brutal match, man. The matches that Bron Breakker is putting on, they're always interesting. Mostly because he is very physical. He's very stiff. I would like to know, I haven't heard any reports about it, but I would like to know, I'm wondering if he's working a little too stiff for his opponents, because he just looks like he's out there just murdering folks, man. But if his opponents are okay at the end of his matches, man, hats off to him, man, because he looks brutal out there. To the floor, diving lariat over the announce desk. Let's see, happy to take the count out if Sami doesn't get up. Braun's waiting in the ring, like, hey, you don't get up. That's my third pinfall, bruh. But Sami gets in the ring in time. Braun turns to face him. Sets him up top, climbs up to join him, jockeying for position, sunset flip, power bomb, no 3, belly-to-belly suplex, sends Sami Zayn flying. He leapfrogs the spear, schoolboy roll-up, no. Off the ropes, big boot, falling into a cover. Breakker kicks out. Thought that might have been it. Off the top, Braun cuts him down with a spear. Braun hit Sami with a spear from the top rope as Sami was coming down, and that killed him. And Braun wins 2-1, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Clean 2 falls to 1. With his rematch, it is safe to say that Sami Zayn is completely done with the IC title and Bron Breakker for the time being. That feud should be over. Good job on Sami putting Braun over. Braun looks like a killer out there. And there's going to be big things ahead for that guy, man. You can tell they have big plans for Bron Breakker. Not going to lie, I'm not sold on his name. I'm just not sold on his name, especially with his family lineage. I know they do mention his family plenty. They mention him a lot. And that's fine. But I just don't feel like it's leaned into enough. I feel like if his name was Steiner in some way, that would be much better. That would be 10 times better. If Breakker ever leaves WWE, if he ever leaves WWE, it would be the first thing he would be doing is using his last name. It would be his last name. It should be in there. His last name is money in this business. It's heritage. I mean, the Steiners are no fucking joke. And any family member of theirs, bruh, come on, man. You got to use that shit. But who are we kidding? Breakker will never, ever, ever leave WWE. And why would he? Guys, that is Monday Night Raw. Not a bad show. Not a bad show. I'm not sure exactly what is going on with this women's three woman trio situation. I'm not quite sure. I don't feel like they're making women's trios titles. I feel like they're just doubling down on the tag team division and giving these women 3 instead of 2. So that when the inevitable injury occurs, the tag team isn't done. I.e., Dakota Kai is already injured, yet Damage Control is still in the mix because there's still 2 of them. I think that's why they are doing this 3-woman faction type deal, because it's kind of blatant. Like, they haven't done this since, they brought the horsewomen up and then instantly created 3 factions out of nowhere, and like nobody gave a shit about them. Remember that shit? It was so cringe. It was so cringe. But that is today's show. Let me make sure that I'm not missing any. Nope, I'm not missing any super chats. So there we go. Guys, that is it for the show, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging. And for the few that are here, I give you another heads up, guys. Something big is coming. Something big is coming in the form of collabs. You heard it here first, man. I am putting the final touches on things. I'm gonna make some changes. I definitely got 2 collabs coming. You heard me. If you're not following me on Twitter, you should be. Follow me at Chitown Smark. It's the best way to get up to date on when this stuff starts going down. Follow me on IG. And I will see you guys tomorrow night on JD's channel. This weekend, we're going to get back into SmackDown and Collision and all that stuff, man. Hopefully, my wife can stop having COVID. Hopefully. That is it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. I'm into mayhem when I play here. The streaks are havoc and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within, and I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago up in your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.
Thank you.